9 has already started, and we jump into Magnus's game against Jeffery Xiong, looking like a very threatening dark opponent right now.
He's the real Ghost Rider. You can barely see him.
Yes. He's also playing black, so yeah. Feels like it's the correct lightning.
Exactly. Chess players, maybe not the best with their cameras in general, but I know the feeling. I play a lot of blitz bullet in the dark. In the meantime, we saw the Reti opening. We jump in a bit later, but White's knight came out to f3 on move 1, something Magnus did also against Hikaru earlier today in that blindfold game, and it made its whole way across the board. It's kind of a reverse Grunfeld setup White's gone for, and now I'm expecting Magnus to start challenging the head of Black's pawn chain. Slightly better for White. Okay, he brings his knight out first. He's going after the bishop pair, also very logical.
Oh, it looks so sunny and nice where Jeffery Xiong is located. Wish I was there instead of in snowy Oslo.
Yeah, and Magnus also having left the last time he was in the studio, he just looked at me and David and was like, I can't bear the darkness and the cold. He even got Faustino to agree with him and say, yeah, it's terrible. I don't like the snow. And then the both of them left for Spain and never came back.
Yeah.
Never to be seen again.
Shutting out in Barcelona. What a life. And okay, we see some action now. F4 from Magnus. Will he take a pawn in the center, break up Black's pawn chain there? Will he advance and go for some kind of pawn storm on the Black king? He does take, but Jeffery Xiong now apparently better because at some point the Black knight will capture it in the center or maybe even jump into e3. And White's pawn structure isn't the best any longer.
Very tricky position suddenly. Very uneven. I don't know, can you go like g5? Is that crazy to suggest?
I knew you'd suggest that. I knew it.
Yeah.
I think it's a very aggressive move, but it's also quite a positionally well-founded one. If the white bishop ever retreats, it's just bad, and the black knight can then safely take on e5. He does play it. The question now is whether Magnus has any tactics to keep his bishop on this square for a bit longer, or whether he has to just slide back and the black knight on e5.
What tactics are you thinking of? H3?
H3, bishop h3, something h3.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Why did he take with that knight? He wants to keep the other one to come into e3. It's getting sharp now.
I'm going to go c3.
Magnus wants to push his pawn. c3.
At least now with knight e3, I get a good square for the knight after trading.
Magnus wants the d4 square for his knight as a nice outpost. He wants his bishop on this diagonal, of course. There we go. On this diagonal, but he will be forced to exchange. And the question is whether Black's e3 pawn can survive. Magnus might just be a pawn up in the near future, if he can pick that one off. Black's king, I don't like the king.
Yeah, because where is that king going to go? Is it just doomed to be in an eternal, terrible position the rest of the game?
Seems so.
Oh, but he does castle, even though the pawn in front of the king is far away.
Queen h5.
Yeah, let's go. Queen h5.
Oh.
No.
Keeps it in reserve. Maybe the queen would have been kicked around a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
He wants the pawn. That's a easy target. Low-hanging fruit there. Hard to keep that one intact now.
Yeah, so we can try like knight c4 maybe, but after b3, I'm not sure if we have any follow-up as black.
Queen might be quite exposed.
Ooh, Magnus's queen. Maybe he's talking about going to h5. Bit exposed.
Yeah, because we only heard a little part of that, but...
b5.
Wow.
Aiming at b4, perhaps?
g1, I suppose.
He wants to undermine the knight in the center. I wouldn't hate...
It's giving up another pawn, though. Okay, Magnus respects it. Interesting.
Yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't hate playing a3, but now maybe the knight is a bit more stable on c4.
Yes.
Possibly that's the idea for Jeffery Xiong, but nice safety first move from Magnus. It was worth noting, Black could have actually grabbed a pawn on a2 as well and might have got away with it, but that's the type of thing you never do, especially in blitz chess, because the bishop might have been caught on the a2 square earlier. But
yeah, I didn't even see that pawn was hanging. That's such a blind spot.
Yeah.
But these pawns are so tricky to take. It's like the classic Fischer blunder where he took the pawn on h2. No, a2.
H2.
H2, yeah.
And
and got trapped.
Exactly. Game 1 of the 1972 World Championship match.
Strange game.
Yeah. Ever since that, nobody ever dares take an H2 or A2 unless you can guarantee you get out.
Everyone collectively agreed we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly. That went viral long before the days of the internet. So rook d8. Okay, there's a pin here. There's a pin on this diagonal. How does Magnus relieve the pressure? The Black Knight might come back in the near future.
Maybe rook d3 then.
Just to defend everything.
Yeah.
Magnus still has an extra pawn, and Xiong has these double pawns, so Magnus is better according to the evaluation bar at the top of the screen. But I'm looking at the clocks, really. It seems like that's his best bet at the moment.
Yeah, Jeffery needs to play for tricks
Yeah,
now.
right.
b4.
Does he want bishop
that a-
g4?
Trick?
Does he want knight g4?
That's very tricky. After a
I
capture,
don't
Magnus
100%
is...
see it. This is also, by the way.
Magnus don't want to calculate.
Who does?
No, but he has to.
f6.
Right now, he really has to calculate because this is getting
I
tricky.
think this is reasonable. I don't see why this is a blunder.
Yeah.
Oh, does he want? No.
Is he just going to take? There we go. 2 pawns up.
Okay, so take on
I
a1
mean, bishop
and then...
d3, queen
No.
g1, bishop g4, queen g1, knight
looking at these
g4,
He's calculating after making his
rook
move.
e2.
Move first, think later. Great book by
All of
Willie
those
Hendricks.
seem fine.
Ooh, knight g4.
There's bishop c4, but that doesn't do a whole lot. He gets knight e3 later on, but
Bishop c4, queen h6.
just-
No, it doesn't do much.
gives me favorable trades, I think.
Yeah, that's quite a cool idea, getting the queen across, but white will just push his pawn.
Yeah.
Maybe
Save
there's rook
everything.
f3 too. I don't know. This seems kind of simpler.
Okay, Magnus going for some things that he thinks are simpler to avoid calculation, but he has more than a minute extra now on the clock.
Oh,
Ooh, Jeffrey's going all in. He sacrificed the exchange, a rook for a knight. There are some threats. Smothered mate idea potential, but all covered now by Magnus. No more checks. He is up. Rook for knight, and he's got an extra pawn.
this is way too desperate. I mean, I understand Jeffrey because he was also losing on time, or time-wise he's clearly worse. So he wanted to do something drastic, but this shouldn't be enough.
Yeah, white's bishop keeps everything covered, nice and safe. Queen's coming off would spell the end. Magnus just needs to activate somehow. And yeah, find that winning plan. Maybe if he can improve his rook. I don't think he wants to jump in and offer the queen trade yet while the black queen can still come in.
Oh, but he does.
Queen d2.
Does.
Yeah.
He's
It's a good
calculated
try,
this.
but it doesn't work.
There
K2
we go.
and queen f2.
Beautiful
Okay.
tactics.
Good game. I think.
Ah,
I don't know if everything was correct, but it felt to me as though my mind was working reasonably well. Oh, he did not take, yeah? Yeah.
All right, so this is the first time today. It's in the 9th round.